saw these little prints. At first I was like, what is that? It looks like tiny little handprints. And then I realized that's a monkey's print. You don't normally, it hasn't rained here so long, this much, that I haven't really actually seen a monkey's print so perfect in the sand before. And it's actually such an amazing sight. I hope you can see this, but it's really so sweet. And you see it's gone off into the bush. How cool is that? So I've been caught in the rain 3 times today. So I've had 4 showers, 1 in the morning that I chose to have, and 3 that I didn't really want to have. This is one of them. And why I'm doing this is I want to show you something. There it is, the first poppy. Check how cool that is. This is the editor's garden, and she had her very first poppy. Yay! And what's so funny with this weather is that it pours down like this, and then suddenly the sun comes out, and then it buckets down again. So this beautiful boy is named Bolt, and he loves the trails at Kew Garden. He goes with his lovely person every Sunday. I've seen them, and he knows the trails off by heart already, and he loves it. Happy boy. So I will be doing the other trails, so stay tuned. Here you can see a little bit of the amazing little nooks and crannies of Bathurst, and the amazing little hikes, and just what a beautiful village we live in. So Kew Gardens has brought in all these beautiful trails into this beautiful bush, and there's another trail up ahead that we will be exploring. So how exciting. On this video you'll be seeing my interview with the lady that is responsible for all of this. This is the fencing structure that they put up of Kew Gardens. So this is the actual Kew Gardens, the fencing. Then you've got the trails that they did, so not only can you go and look at this beautiful garden, but then you can go on little hikes too, and they're not long, 1 and 2 kilometers. It's really such a lovely thing to do with your family, even on your own. Yeah, so stay tuned. This is the new gate to Kew Gardens, and they're busy doing the fencing. It really has been a lot of work for them. Hello, Jam Jam. Oh yeah, so Jam Jam's here in Kew Gardens, and he's been working hard today. Was it just you today?
No, there's another guys, but we are charging them now. I'm going to plant the grass now.
Oh, you're going to plant the grass now? Okay, that's good. Thank you. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Hi Vivian, how's it?
Hi, how are you?
Fine. Thanks for coming to our community garden.
It's a pleasure.
Yes. Well, I'll just give you a quick overview to start. This was a garden, this was municipal land, and we decided as a community that we're going to build a botanical garden for Bathurst, as it was just covered with aliens, and we needed to do something to improve the beauty of our town. So we started with this bed, which has still got a long way to go, and we used all indigenous plants, bulbins, indigenous aloes, indigenous grasses, succulents, euphorbias, so that we wouldn't have to water, because this garden doesn't have any water. It's got no taps, so all our plants are from the local biome, and they all have to make it. We have been watering when we initially plant by hand, so that means hauling ourselves off to the river and coming back with 5 liters of water, competing with the cows.
She said it's hectic.
But that's just for the first planting. So come and have a look at these. We're very proud of these beds. These beds are our aloe beds, and what we're trying to do is to get some indigenous grass in between the aloes to give it a very natural look, and a couple of indigenous succulents, but we want the grasses to grow up, and we're putting some color in here as well. So indigenous plants that actually flower and flower all year. So we're very excited about this one. Here's where you can prove I've been lying to you. These beauties here with the flowers, these succulents are South American. But because they were so beautiful and I knew they'd survive, we just put them in.
But I'm so glad. It's beautiful. It's so beautiful.
Yeah, so there are a couple of anomalies, but they'll grow here, which is fantastic.
And they're not going to cause any harm, so that's
They
fine.
won't. No, they won't. And these are all succulent beds. You can see we're busy still laying down mulch and what have you, so people can have pathways. So it's got a long way to go.
Oh wow, I didn't even see your rockery there. That's beautiful.
Yeah, this was built by and designed by Julie, our youngest member, who's 12
Oh, cute.
or 9, I can't remember, but she's young and she's very talented. She's busy building us a bug hotel, and this is her prayer circle over here.
Aw,
And she was very instrumental in designing.
aw,
It was so cute.
that is very cute.
Yeah. And these are all starting to grow nicely. These don't look like beds yet, but they've got indigenous plants in them. Agapanthus, local
Sure.
to Bathurst, and they look as if they need lots of rain and water, but they grow here like the bomb. They just flower and they're fabulous. These are also local succulents. Thank you to Lucy who grew us tons of these, which is great. These aloes, which you see dotted everywhere, aloe ferox, they came from the wind farm. So the people who are building the wind farm in Makanda, they just hauled these things out and threw them on the side of the road and reckoned they would come back and create a garden again. But 2 months later, we rescued them and they're now growing beautifully here.
Sure, they are stunning.
They are, aren't they? And they create such nice feature plants.
No, they do.
So this poor little cycad, some of his leaves got wounded, but we'll cut those off, and he's thriving and he's growing, and he's another feature in our garden that we love.
He still looks great.
He will be great.
Yeah, no, he will.
And then we've got a couple of smaller trees because we took out all the aliens here. There were no indigenous, they were the odd indigenous tree here, but all the indigenous stuff's growing along the river. So, and you've already displayed the beauty of that in another
Yes.
profile. And this fire tree is another stunner. It still looks a bit mucky up there, and we've got all our rubbish up there, but we'll get it beautiful, and we'll get our fences going so that the cows can't come in. That bit of fence is sort of complete, but we've got to go all the way around now.
Yeah, the fencing.
It's a
You.
huge job. It's a massive job.
The work that has gone into this has been phenomenal.
And we've got such a great community team. These are some of our Watsonias that was stolen off the side of the road in Makanda. We're going to hope to get a whole lot more.
Very nice.
If we come down here, past the aloe beds, and people you don't trip, this is going to be a flower haven. We're going to, in between all of these little ferns over here, we are going to plant indigenous flowers and indigenous plants that really flower in the summer, because this garden is a winter garden. The aloes and everything flower in the winter, but we'll still have our aloes, but this area here will have local flowers. All our daisies and everything else we can put in there. We've got a couple of ginger bushes, but we haven't started too much there yet. We've put a couple of the daisies in, and we can show you this one's not quite completed, but you were instrumental, and your daughter was, in helping us to build the dinosaur nest.
I remember this. This was amazing. Such a brilliant idea for the kids.
And the kids had a great time. So yeah, we're going to fix it a little bit just to smarten it up, but it was a great effort from all of the kids in town.
Such a lovely feature. Just this random nest. Very cool.
There are a couple of people who now want to build the dinosaur. So we await their eagerly. And then on this side, I'm going to move that succulent. He doesn't belong in this area.
Okay.
But that big orange succulent.
Yes.
What we're going to do here is plant indigenous herbs and plants food plants.
Food plants.
So
Oh, wow.
those are things I don't know too much about. So we've got some of the local wilderfeia, which are figs, and you can turn them into jams. We're going to fill this up over here. These are medicinal. Afra, the wormwood, the local wormwood, and they've got lots of medicinal uses. These are the variegated garlic. You can eat the leaves, the roots, the whole shebang.
Oh, wow. You're already starting.
And
Sure.
garlic there, and these are all indigenous. These are indigenous, and this is the what kind of a bos do they call it in Afrikaans? But it's a wild rosemary. So it's an African rosemary. I wasn't sure you got African rosemaries, but you do.
Sure.
And these here are the num-nums. We're going to grow them up along the fences. They're very thorny, so they will eventually form a whole hedge. And these are the most fabulous jams and fruits to eat. So we're getting those.
I think we're all going to learn a lot through this. Learn more.
This is a carob tree, which is a substitute for chocolate and coffee.
Oh, wow.
And I've eaten one of the seeds. It was amazing.
Really?
Yeah. So we can't wait for him to grow.
Sure.
Yeah. So that's this part of the garden. And you have done the bottom area, which are the trails.
I haven't done all the trails. I will be doing...
As we go along.
Yes.
But the trails really are going to be the feature of this garden. I love it when I go down there and I see a little child run past with their father coming along all red-faced. And the last child was so excited. He said it was such an adventure. It really is great for kids because it's an easy sort of trail. It's shady, and no matter what age you are, you should be able to do it. So
thank you. Thank you so much for meeting with us. I hope everybody has enjoyed this and seen, I'm going to do this again in a month's time or 2 months' time so we can see the progression.
Yes.
I would like to keep everybody updated. I'm sure everybody would love to see how this all progresses. So this is the beginning of our walk with Jax and her Kew Gardens. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
My daughter and I are busy walking one of the trails for Kew Gardens. This is a smaller trail. Look at the lovely lilies growing on the side. It's so pretty in here. The trees is absolutely beautiful. We just had the nicest interview with Jax. She started the Kew Gardens all on her own. I can't believe the amount of work and effort she put into that garden and the people that have helped her. I've literally watched the whole thing transpire, and it's been amazing. Well done, all of you, and I hope that you all really appreciate the amount of effort and work that's been put into that garden. It is unbelievable. It was just thicket. That's all it was, and I've shown you what it's turned into, and Jax has given you a talk on everything that they planted. Amazing, absolutely amazing. Look at these little gardens basically in the middle of nowhere. And they're all done by Tori Stowe, who lives in this area. And she comes out and plants these beautiful little gardens on the verges, and they're all succulents, and so they will definitely survive in the droughts that we have time to time. We get weeks of no rain, and then suddenly we get lots of rain. But it's just so lovely. You're walking in like just this long stretch of road, and suddenly you just see all this beauty next to you. It's really lovely. There's another one starting there, also in the middle of nowhere. And another one starting here, also in the middle of nowhere. It's really just so nice. And I think this is the last one on this stretch. But this is really, I've watched this one grow and grow and grow. It's amazing. It is so nicely done. And the colours, and especially as they grow, there'll be more and more colour as the, you know, and the bigger they get, it will just bloom. It really is so pretty. Okay, hi, so we are here at that coffee place. There's the owner, Russell, and this is our host for this crazy challenge that we're doing. What is your name?
Rian.
Rion.
This is a hands-on game.
This is a hands-on game, but what are we doing?
Well, you have to keep your spot. If you lose it, then you're out.
And so far we've got Zan. Hello. Dimitri, who's playing chess. This is our childiers with Russell and myself. Yay! And we're in here doing this game.
In hour 2.
We're on hour 2. Yes.
That's what it's driving.
Okay, well let's see what happens. Let's see who's left. And Zan has won the most prizes.
No, half of them were in the car.
She's a uniform. Waiting for the apron.